With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. Former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They will run again with Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Coleman now. And he is knocked down from the side.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 13 and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Here's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The 3rd Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house. 2nd down following the run.
Second down following the run. 2nd and 10 now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. 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 2nd down following From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it out. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pick up there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again here, Wilson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Watson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston with 1 touchdown pass thus far. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Wilson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitor. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now a toss going left. And now running right through it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. And it worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Let's go! 3-19!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles.
On those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing on third down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. K.J. Wright with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw on second down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards. There and another first down. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Now they try the right side here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. second down. Here's Wilson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Le'Veon Bell, a touchdown on the ground in that one. And that makes it a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson now to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Here's Wilson throwing on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done, because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Watson on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Watson. That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete as well. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. throwing again is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 25. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. Now a toss going left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. 3,
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Le'Veon Bell closing in on 100 yards on the ground. He's at 98. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're in the NFL too for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go! Green 39!
From the gun, Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.